Hey, Mike here. I thought I'd talk a little bit about follow-up guilt today. What is follow-up guilt? Have you ever had follow-up guilt? I definitely have had follow-up guilt. And follow-up guilt is when you aren't consistent with your follow-ups and you realize over time you've basically fallen out of good standing with a past client or a colleague or something like that. And of course, you feel guilty about it. It gives you anxiety, and you get into this cycle where, because it's been so long and the longer time that passes, you actually start to feel bad about even wanting to follow up with them at all. And so you essentially almost lose them. At least you really do harm to that relationship. And I think at the end of the day, realtors, especially lead chasers, they don't hate relationships. I think it's more a matter of being so overwhelmed with trying to follow up with hundreds, if not thousands, of contacts in your database and in your CRM consistently, authentically, and with good quality messaging. I think it's just very difficult. You jump on these CRMs, these big CRMs in the industry that everyone's using, and you got to know how to filter, and you got it. There's your first filter, and did you miss some people saying you got another filter, a third and fourth filter, and is the messaging right? Should I send this now? Should I send it later? Oh, wait a minute. All these people are on an automation. So they're getting these auto texts and auto emails that are going out that sound very generic. And so that just becomes so overwhelming that I think a lot of realtors just kind of give up on follow up. Well, that is unfortunate, because at the end of the day, follow up is going to be the most important part of your business. I don't know if you've ever heard the term, the fortune is in the follow up. And that's the whole point of a CRM, so that you can track all of the important contacts in your business. And I would say it goes beyond that. It's not about just tracking contacts. The quality of relationships you have are going to be a direct sign of the success of your business, if you want to say it that way. So, how do you build quality relationships with hundreds, if not a few thousand contacts in your database consistently over time? And that's the problem, is with most big CRMs, you're still the brain behind the machine, and you still need to stay on top of all of that. But the beauty with TrueConnect AI is that there is a brain and a real relationship intelligence built into the system that does that for you. You don't need to do that anymore. We have AI, and it is smart enough to help assist you. So it's like having a personal assistant built into your CRM. So when you log in the morning and you click on today's connections, it already has curated a list of people for you to contact based on a whole set of criteria, best practices for follow-up, and so on. Milestones, birthdays, anniversaries, children's birthdays, whatever you have on that contact card, it is going to determine who's the most important people for you to contact today. All you need to do is go to that contact card. It's going to tell you why you should be contacting this person today. It's going to suggest a text message, suggest an email, suggest some talking points if you want to pick up the phone and call them. And it's also going to tell you some people in your database who you could connect this person to. So the power behind it is incredible, because the fatigue is gone. The follow-up guilt is gone. You just log into your CRM every morning, follow up with the people it's telling you to follow up with, and your relationships are going to blossom. And that's what it's all about. Let's get rid of the follow-up guilt, because we don't need to manually do this anymore. There's a CRM that exists that has a brain and a relationship intelligence behind it that will help you and tell you. It will be your assistant, and it will tell you who to contact every day to help your business move forward. And that is TrueConnect AI. Check it out. And if you have questions, feel free to contact me.